Hi, this is Paul Slatkus, Good News Planet. I'm speaking to Kate Bennett. Hi, Kate. How are you?
I am well, thank you. How are you today?
All righty. You're the president of the Rochester Museum and Science Center in Rochester, New York. Congratulations. How are things going on up there?
Things are wonderful. We have a beautiful day today, and the Museum and Science Center has so many wonderful things, activities for families, adults, children, that we're very excited. We had a wonderful program the other day that was After Dark, Science of Sound, and we invited the over 21-year-old set to come in and learn about sound. And and we have a dinosaur exhibition that's on display right now. And we have all sorts of great things. You should come visit.
Well, again, I'll let our audience know because we did a whole bunch of I Love New York, and we were up in the Finger Lakes region, and we were at the museum, and we had that chance then to talk to you. And I had just got a new camera. and when I went to use the first time, you were the first person, and I was crazy about you and so excited because I live next to the Museum of Natural History, and then you tell me you used to be at the Museum of Natural History here in New York, and what happened? It didn't work. So now I'm bringing that up. My audience knows I'm a little, it happens, but that's what science is, right? Doesn't science you try, you do, and then it doesn't work, and then it does work, and then you've actually made a tire.
It's really important to fail in science, and then you try something new. And so we're always working on figuring out exhibits that will help people understand that the process of invention and the process of learning is all about idea flow and trying things out and seeing how they work and testing them with other people and showing your work, sharing it, because science is not an individual process. Often science is done in a group, and it's really important.
Sometimes they say science isn't precise.
Well, we keep learning new things, don't we?
Right.
I certainly enjoyed working at the American Museum of Natural History all those years ago, and it's fun to be in Rochester where I grew up. I came back here to lead this institution. Right,
and it's an exciting, physically it's a gorgeous place. Yeah, and tell us, you have a planetarium, you have a nature center, and you've had some nice people. Strassenberg do the planetarium and Cummings, I guess, Nature Center.
Yeah, the Strassenberg Planetarium and the Cumming Nature Center are, the Strassenberg is right here at the museum and is a classic planetarium, and we love our star shows and all the wonderful things you can do in the planetarium, laser shows. And the Cumming Nature Center is 900 acres of land in the Finger Lakes, and it's a gorgeous, uninterrupted piece of land. There's not a lot of 900-acre sites any longer like that. And then there's the museum, which is gorgeous in itself.
Yeah, it's magnificent. It's really, how long has that museum been there?
We are more than 100 years old. We were born in 1912, so we turned 100 a couple years ago. And we started off as a city municipal museum and had a lot of history and natural history collections. So we have history, anthropology, archaeology, natural sciences. And then as the years have gone on, we've brought on more technology collections and made sure that we were collecting what was great about Rochester, because it's been a terrific city of invention. At one point, Rochester had more inventors per capita than any other city in the United States. We still are way up there, but we're not number one any longer yet. The extraordinary inventive process is very much alive here. So it's a great place to come to learn about Rochester.
And you're a very socially responsible organization. You have, I'm going to give a couple of statistics that I looked up here. 60,000 school-aged children annually about STEM through exhibits and programs. Serve 12,000 lower-income families and individuals with disabilities annually, providing free admission. They have 10 to 15 at-risk youth each year for the workforce readiness. Inspires more than 2,500 to interactive science. Holds 1.2 million items in collection. Has more. I hope you don't mind. Has more than 600 volunteers annually. You have a 37-year-old on-site preschool. I mean, come on.
Yes.
You're busy.
Yeah, the preschool's great. There's some 42-year-old people walking around Rochester and around the rest of the world who graduated from our preschool first-year class, and they're stars. It's a great preschool.
Great. Magnificent. So what is like some of the kinds of things that are like now going on that people can see?
So you've got to come see a couple of things. One is that we put in a new Tesla theater, an electricity theater, and this is a perfect destination to come see Tesla coils in action. Nikola Tesla was a fabulous inventor, contemporary of Thomas Edison, and they didn't get along so well. It was AC current versus DC current, and so we have demonstrations of the Tesla coil, and it is fun. It's the only musical Tesla coil that you get to play if you'd like to play a piano, and you can see the notes on the Tesla coil. So that's very cool.
That's very cool.
Go ahead.
No, I was only going to say because I'm at home at this moment, and I have my piano, which is 107 years old, in front of my nose, and my piano tuner, who has tuned my piano for like about 40 years, he gave me Tesla's book. So now
there you go.
I didn't know anything about a Tesla with a. See, I'm learning now. So what do you mean a Tesla coil?
On the way,
what does that mean?
So I'm not going to tell you about that. You have to come and see that. But on the way, when you come to Rochester, come to the Tesla Theater, then go to Niagara Falls and understand that he was the man who helped harness the energy of Niagara Falls. And in fact, there's a statue to Nikola Tesla. And I bet a lot of your listeners will know all about him. He didn't invent the car, but he did really look into electricity and figured out that AC current was going to be safer in the long run than DC current. And he figured out many other very important things. He thought, for instance, that electricity could be sent without lines. And businesses didn't like that idea because they wanted to make money on the creation of electricity poles and lines. So not all of his inventions got put into action, but he was a man before his time.
And I wonder what he would think about his car that's out there now.
Right. I'm sure he'd like it, like everyone does. So the other thing you'd enjoy doing at the museum when you come see that is the Inventor Center. Every 3 months we have a new challenge in the center, and right now we're challenging people to make windmills to power a city. So basically you have supplies that help you figure out how to make your own creative windmill. With the kind of blades that you would like, the size that you'd like, the number of blades that you'd like, and you make the thing, and then you see if you can power a city with your windmill and the rest of your families, perhaps. But it's a wonderful activity. Other times we have activities going on where people are building cars in order to see if they can get something down a hill and up a hill to people who are stranded who need supplies. So again, people are building inventions that will solve problems. So it's like a maker space, but it has a specific challenge to it, and people are finding it fun. It opened this summer, and it'll be open for a long, long time. We're doing trebuchets and catapults in the winter.
What's the trebuchet? I've never heard of that one.
So think about medieval Europe and having a war and wanting to catapult something over a castle wall.
Oh, all right.
It was a machine that was used to leverage and then throw various things that were thrown that would help win wars.
Okay. All right. Well, it's history, no doubt about it. and that's what is good to see. And I guess hopefully we throw next time we throw a big peace sign and a big glove, a big kiss.
I think that would be very good to throw a peace sign. You can also see our Native American exhibits in the museum.
Mm-hmm.
This is the heart of Haudenosaunee country,
Mm-hmm.
Iroquois, and the Seneca lived here, and we have the most fascinating and long collection of Seneca Native American artifacts, and it's just a treasure to learn about the Native Americans who lived here.
Okay. This is beautiful. You really got a lot of kinds of good things.
We do.
It's marvelous. It really is a beautiful, and physically the place is great, and it's really, really very, very special. And you've been here since, what, 1996, right?
That's right. And when I came, we started designing hands-on exhibits that led to people having conversations with one another, because we realized that so many people don't talk well enough within a family group, and we know that visiting a museum is really a social experience. So how can we encourage people to talk and have fun together and to learn from each other? So we feel successful when we created an exhibit that has people engaged, minds-on and hands-on.
And you do it so well. It's really, really a very, very special place. And I'll never forget, in addition, your enthusiasm and the excitement that you bring to that place. Your whole staff, because I walked around and they showed us all around, and everybody's a very, let's say, customer-friendly. You have a great staff up there, too.
We do have a great staff. I'm really pleased. A bunch of very hardworking people who are really there to help our visitors. We have a great Da Vinci exhibit opening in February. So February 2015, we'll have several months of Da Vinci. That'll be exciting.
Leonardo's coming over there?
Leonardo. And some of his inventions and some of his, not his paintings, but some analysis of some of his paintings.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
You're really, really fantastic. Well, obviously you're doing good. What's the website?
rmsc.org.
All righty.
Very simple.
There you go. Well, it seems everything up there is very simple, but very serious and very concerned. People doing good things and wanting the community to do better, I think is what it all boils down to up there. Very, very, very community-minded. I'm going to ask you
it's a wonderful place to live.
Two last questions, Kate.
Okay.
And so the first one is, what is good news for you?
Good news for me is walking through the museum and seeing families happily playing, talking to one another, having a conversation, and having that oh my experience. I didn't know that. That's cool. That's very good news.
You like aha moments.
I do like aha moments, and I like family moments too.
Yeah, I agree. That's a beautiful thing. So my last question, and we're going to put some text up also, so you can send us any new things that will be happening as well, and we'll put that with this story. So my last question, because we're very involved with the world peace and the world peace movement, and I wanted to ask you, what does peace mean to you?
Peace is something that I work towards every single day. How can I be in a meeting where we come out more together than we are apart? What are my individual actions causing in the world? Knowing that everything I do causes people to either feel better or feel worse. And I want to make sure we figure out how to make people in the world feel better. And together we can only build a better world. We can't do it alone.
I love it. Okay. Kate Bennett, thank you very much for sharing good news with us. And we will link over to the website. I know you have a lot of stuff in the fall here and the holiday season and so on and so forth. So we'll announce that as well. So thank you very much for sharing good news with us.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Okay, take care.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.